network, CFR News. Good day, good night, all. Hola, bonjour, all of the universal greetings. Feminine
Hello.
energy, all the way
Mhm.
across the pond. De jour. Welcome,
Hi,
mademoiselle.
how are you?
I'm Wonderfield. How art thou in this sunny day?
I feel amazing, honey. It's this forehead though, it's burning it up. How's
Why?
everything going out there?
We're good, man. We're good. You know, we had a terrible summer. It's getting colder and colder, but at least it was dry today. Let's keep it positive. So it was a dry day. We had double digits at least, sis. Double digits. You know, we're not into
Well,
the eights and the nines and all that at the moment. So, you know, we're getting there. We're getting there.
87 degrees here.
Mm.
I just look hot. I'm in a whole room that's like 68 degrees, so don't let this fool you at all.
Yes, 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 yes. You know, with the sun people and things, so you know how we love the sun. So yes, we love it. We love it. Embrace it. Get them downloads, you know, keep that healthy skin popping and all that. So yeah. And we're just here with smog and chemtrails and all kind of damn stuff. But you know, we take vacations to get topped up and stuff.
Man, I'm telling you, right?
Interesting world. So, listen, I gave you a very brief, actually, I didn't even introduce you of sorts. It was very brief. So, please flesh out the introduction and give the siblings and listeners a little bit of an introduction to who you are, mademoiselle.
My name is Djour. I am the CEO and creator of Erotic Exotics, which is the first all Black female cannabis. I specialize in aphrodisiacs. I'm the only one actually in that lane right now. So I'm also a model. I'm an adult nude model. So that pretty much has a lot to do with where I'm going with this.
Indeed, indeed. So you clearly have got your fingers in many pies, and we can see from the start and from the get-go that you're an entrepreneur, man. You're out there getting it, and in a very niche and new market of sort, especially across the world, is plane of existence, not just obviously in America. Like
Right.
how how did we get to the point we are now? Obviously not everything, but how do we get to I'm doing the cannabis thing now?
Well,
Like,
you know what? So the cannabis came about. I had an accident like probably like 10 years ago. And you know how they give you so much medication, so much this, so much that. And when you what they people don't realize is that opiates affect everything from your reproductive organs to your sex drive. You also become an addict at some point. But what I wanted to do was take the route of wellness because you know I've been hearing about herbs and how you can naturally have a pain as anesthetic through smoking, relaxation, anxiety.
yes.
In my case, I had broke my neck, so me breaking my neck, you can imagine how anxious I was, right? Once I got out of that, I realized that my sex drive was gone. I was so worried and packed up in here I didn't have that release. So I went on a mission to figure this out.
Mm,
I found out there were strains that were made for libido, sex drive, wetness. Like who really how about Viagra for men, the natural way for
yes.
stimulation for right. I never knew that, but I also know that the niche is this small. So that's why we don't know about it.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't want to go. I'm in the adult industry anyway. So my thing is it's a recession proof industry. Why not keep going with it? I realized that sex, drugs, and alcohol, people always got money for them. It don't matter how
Yes.
broke you are.
Indeed.
Somebody will
Indeed.
find a $20,000 prostitute and you're the brokest. I'm in bankruptcy. You guys are partying, you know, drink and do drugs all night, right? So why not help them out? Instead of you popping Viagra, you take some natural drops. That's from
Uh,
Trainwreck. It's a natural strain.
from Trainwreck, is it that's what you're saying?
Yes, Trainwreck. You know, it's a crazy green crack. Like it's a lot
Yeah.
of simple ones. Wedding cakes. You know,
Wedding
all of
cake.
them are stimulants. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
wedding
That's a
wed
50 hybrid.
Ooh, nah, sis. You're putting me up on game now.
Yes. it's a lot of different strains that stimulate you. Like, if you go by the senses, for me, it's forbidden fruit. Forbidden fruit is the sexiest smelling um tree to me, strain. It stimulates me, like my nose, it smells so good to me. It makes my mouth water. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Smoking it,
Yes.
it also, I did the test with all my female friends. We all smoked together and everybody was just so friendly. Like it
Mm.
gave me the vibe of like an X pill. You
Wow.
understand? Like,
Okay.
yeah, people who, it gives you that I love you and you want to be so
Yes.
touchy feely. I was like, touch and feel me then. You know what I'm saying? Once I found out that we was a smoke all the time.
Yeah, Blaze Mo.
Absolutely.
So how was you able to stumble across that element? Because generally when you look into marijuana and stuff, it's either for recreational sort of relaxation kind of thing, or it's the oil element of it, which is for recovery. Where did we stumble across the real small, are you saying niche part to this?
Yeah, well, I've been in this niche for such a long time. I find ways to figure out ways, like how you have necessities in life, like
Yes.
air, water, right? Those are necessities. Sex is a necessity, and a lot of us are missing out.
Mm,
So what I've done was just sat down and took the time out. I did a lot of research also, to learn about different herbs that stimulate you in general, like Damiana, and crossing them with herbs, which is cannabis, marijuana, different strands of marijuana,
mm, mm-hmm.
um, blue lotus, crossing
Wow.
it with marijuana. And for me, I noticed that in my natural state, that how it affected me. So I just decided, well, okay, since I'm a person who suffers from anxiety, and I also was having issues with, like I said, sexual intimacy and different things like that. Weed relaxes you automatically.
Of course. Yes.
That's the indica strain, right? The indica strain
Yes.
immediately takes the anxiety and
Hmm.
relaxes you automatically. Then you have other stimulants that made it even more, more accessible,
Ah,
exciting to me. Because then I thought about it. I'm like, well, maybe I should create a brand around this and go from there. Sex toys come from it. So
indeed.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Create an ambiance, like a vibe, you know.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And as you say, sis, it is natural. We're not talking about
Absolutely.
getting chemical compounds, vats of this stuff, and having gas masks on and suits and pulling it all together. We're talking about stuff that grows naturally, you know.
Absolutely. And it's pretty much based on how you grow it. Me, I'm trying to do the organic, like with barley and zucchini. Like sometimes people use clay. Like I'm learning all types of ways to grow these particular strands and cross them specifically. But
Mm-hmm.
it's been a journey, but it's a lot of fun because you get to try all kinds of
Oh, what
weed.
this is it. And it's trial and error and sorts, and you progress and you get better, and your knowledge base gets more and more, and you start to grow. I guess did you start off hydroponically doing it, or have you always gone seed to soil?
No, what I did, I started with clay, like with clay. Like I never started with soil at all. They showed me the clay
Wow.
ball.
Okay.
Right, absolutely. I also learned about hydroponically growing weed also as well. But my thing is it's all in the nutrients in the what you put in the clay or the dirt, like
Yes.
organic dirt. It's not the dirt from outside.
No.
Um, you babysit these plants. These is the ones you really got to be like, you got to
Mhm.
stroke them.
Yes. Talk to them, play them music and
You got to
everything.
stroke them and talk to them. You got to mac to them. You got to make them feel special. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of
Yes.
fun though.
I can imagine. I can imagine. Now, for that operation, like, what are we talking about? Are you doing it, pardon self, all on your own, or do you have people helping you to put this all together?
What's crazy is that I do the classes. I take the classes and I have four other CEO young ladies that also want to be a part of the brand. So what I do is I teach them how to grow. Just in general, this is going to help us in life anyway. I teach them how to grow because in case we need to grow our own food, let's just start
In
there.
yes,
You understand? So
yes.
being most of them are mothers, they have the hustle of they used to dance. So we all have you know. They also are into investments. Like, you got to think about it. If you grow a yield, right? You have one yield. Now we put money together to grow another one. So now we have two. You understand? Like, when you don't have investors, we do this ourselves. For me, it's being with the like minds, and they all want the same thing. So all of us are models. All of us are adult models.
Yes.
um,
Yes.
Playboy is my mentor brand, so I know automatically we're going to be billionaires with that anyway. But my ultimate goal is to make it to the stock market, to be the first Black woman and Black female collective to make it to the stock market with aphrodisiacs, to be, the government can hire me at any time to help with all these libido things. You're having a hard time getting a hard dick, then I got you.
Yeah, I love it. I love it, but they make too much money, the pharmaceutical companies. The government ain't gonna do nothing with that. You can float that thing on the stock exchange. I see that. 5 to 10 years
Yeah,
maximum.
absolutely.
I can see that 100%, 100%, but the government ain't gonna mess with that there, man. They're getting too much kickbacks from the pharmaceutical industry.
Well, the government puts these things out on the street. The government is in the know of everything. The federal government knows about weed that's being grown
Hmm.
illegally, and they come and find the growers. Oh, you don't want to touch, you don't want to give us our cut? Well, how
Yeah,
about we take you to jail? Let me tell
yeah.
you how quickly we fix that. So yeah, money talk.
Yes.
Money talk. You understand? If you're making money, they just want their cut.
Yeah. Give me mine. Give us ours.
Look, run us ours, and then run us our money, young lady, and I'm going to happily run it.
Hmm. Yeah, we'll play the
There's
game.
nothing
We'll
wrong with
play the game.
investing in billions.
Of course, this is the whole thing. Let's play the game. We know what the game is, this game of life and this business kind of game. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. I understand the rules. I'll play by the rules and I'll reap some of the rewards as well. Let's do it.
Absolutely, and everybody smokes weed.
But look how popular it is, sis, now in the last, what, 5, 10 years? Well, not even 10 years, 5 years or so. Like it's like smoking cigarettes now.
Absolutely. Only not in Atlanta. You'll go to jail over that cigarette. The South,
Wow.
anywhere else but California. California is very lenient. They're
Hmm.
starting to get lenient everywhere else, but no,
Yeah,
not a
yeah.
cigarette here. The police will be, excuse me, can I talk to you for a minute?
You going to jail, sir.
Like, how about let me see your license? Do you have a license?
And as you know, it's the same over here. We just no way you're walking on the street smoking, any kind of something like that, unless you're in the deeps of the hood, quote unquote, where there's no
In the
police
deep of
here.
the house, I would be too scared to come outside in another country thinking I'm about to be puffing. The laws you guys have, you would do like 20 years over one blunt. Like,
This is it. It's
I'm not
wild.
with it.
Hmm. 100%. So you're all, pardon self. You were all healthy now from that serious neck break.
Yes. Oh my God. oh my God. That was crazy. That was just a accident, a fluke accident. Like, I was doing a stunt and somebody dropped me. And I was trying to protect myself. I thought, like, because I thought, how Christopher with the Superman guy, the
Yes,
Superman guy
yes.
fell on top of his head, and I was not going for that shit. Like, I knew something was happening. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I felt like when I rehearsed the stunt, it felt different when I did it with him, because I've done it for 20 years. I've never failed at this one particular stunt. That's like a handstand in the lap and you're balancing. But I'm
Okay.
160 pounds, 160 pounds upside down. Well,
Yes.
he's so excited, he moves, and I fell through. Right, I fell through, and I was trying to break my shoulder. I wasn't trying to do this, because what do
Of
you mean
course. Yeah, yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
paraplegic? What do you mean?
And in heaven, hell no.
Well, when I say no to the no, I end up fracturing my C3. Well, pretty much my brainstem. I fractured my brainstem. I had, like, oh my God, I had severe nerve damage, and just really had to learn how to do everything all over again, including stand up, walk, hold the
Full
head up.
rehabilitation. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was crazy to me, because people never understand. Like, you're born and you learn how to hold your head up. Now break your neck
Uh,
when you're grown with this
yeah,
10-pound head.
exactly. Hey,
You
but
have to
look,
learn how to.
yeah, yeah, look. What's that saying? Whatever don't kill you makes you stronger. Mm,
Absolutely, honey.
mm.
Absolutely.
This
Absolutely
is
agree. I feel
it.
like, I was put here for something. So I think,
Exactly. This is the thing. This is the thing. Looking at the brighter side. So many times, things can happen to people and they're like, oh, this is the worst thing ever. Oh my God, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's in the moment. What happens tomorrow? What happens when you go to bed, sleep on it, and then get up? It's a new day, right? Hmm?
yeah, but it's so crazy when you understand the dynamics of how powerful your thoughts are. That's what saves you. People think that the doctor saves you. They think all these things save you. You have convinced yourself that, oh my God, I broke my neck. I walked into the hospital holding my head like something's wrong with my neck. You know what I'm saying? Because the ambulance didn't come. The ambulance didn't come. My friend threw me in the car and we took off because in that particular area, they don't come there. I
I
was
can understand.
somewhere trying to be nice. You hear me?
Yes, 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 yes. He's doing too much, sis. He's doing a little too much.
No, I was actually being nice instead of my normal stuck up self. If I would have
Okay.
been bougie like I
Yes.
normally have, I would have been somewhere. I was just trying to a fan. When you have people who look up to
Hmm.
you, I
Yes.
never took I took time out at all times to go and surprise people on their birthdays. And
Yeah.
this particular day, that's when this happened. I did a surprise birthday.
Okay.
Right. And it just and nobody knew what to do. So immediately you're gonna go save yourself, right?
Yes. Yes.
That's what
Self-preservation.
happened.
Mm.
Yeah, that was let me tell you, that was the greatest opportunity in my life to rest. But I didn't feel no pain. I didn't know what was going on. I had no idea that I was even in the hospital. Like I woke up like, why am I here? I woke up tripping, like, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful that it happened that way though, because if I'm in to me, it was just like I needed the rest.
Yeah.
God knew what he was doing. He was taking me somewhere else. So he sat me down for a second and I
Yes.
came back super powered. You know what I mean?
This is this and good point, real good point. The Most High only gives you as much as you can bear, right? He
Absolutely.
ain't gonna give you too much. He's gonna give you exactly what you can bear. And trust me, you're gonna learn and from those experiences, from those trials, those tribulations, and grow as a man, as a woman, and get to that final destination, wherever that may be.
Man, I already know what I asked for. So he already just put me through boot camp. That's pretty much what that is. Like we're gonna wipe this out right here and we're gonna move forward. And that's exactly what I did ever since then. I never looked backwards. I never challenged myself. I wasn't afraid anymore in
Hmm.
life. Because
Hmm.
the fight for your life is something you're not trained for. And once you win that fight, you can win anything.
Anything, sis,
Anything.
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 Love it.
I'm grateful he chose me because I'm excited. I know where I'm on my way to.
So okay, let's go pre incidents and post
Yes.
incident. Were you religious or spiritual pre?
Well, I was religious. My mother was a minister. My mother
Okay.
is yes, she went to a theology school. She is a
Wow.
complete master's of like a doctor in theology, and she was an apostolic religious person.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Apostolic is a little bit different. They have
It,
rules
it
and
very much so. Yeah, I know, sis. I know.
they have rules. Right. Imagine that. And I was a dancer. I've been gay pretty much most of my life and had to hide that. So not only did she find out I was a dancer, I was dancing for gay women. And she's like,
Yeah, that
so
must have
yeah,
been
I was
tough.
pretty much religious. I was religious.
Okay. Okay. So all right then. So let's stick on that for a little bit before we go to post accident.
Okay.
So what was that internal battle like? So so actually this is a two-pronged attack then. So you've been gay all your life, growing up in a apostolic religious household with a
The
mother who
fire and
is a
brimstone. You're going to hell. God doesn't love you. The
yeah.
devil, you're the
So
devil is using your mind.
what were you how did you internalize that and externalize that kind of back and forth?
Well, I spent most of my life trying to jump through the rabbit hole, trying to when you're trying to please I try to please my mother instead of try to know myself. You
Mm,
understand? So without me knowing myself, I was too busy jumping through a hole that never was gonna fix anyway. She didn't care about that one way or the other. You're gay and you're going to hell. So I was just quiet. I went and got pregnant. Just so you know what I mean? I got pregnant. I
yes.
wanted her to think of me as normal,
Normal.
you
Yeah.
know. When I got pregnant, my daughter passed away. So not only did I create another situation for myself in here, it made me jump
Trauma.
through another hole. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And in the Black community, they don't teach us about therapy.
Oh no, no,
I didn't
no. Deal
I
with
didn't
it.
get there. Yeah,
Deal
I
with
didn't
it,
get
sis.
therapy. Or don't talk to nobody. You can't
Yeah.
tell anybody.
Mm,
It affected me. It really affected me so bad to where it made me not remember things before that. You see what I'm saying? Like that type
wow.
of trauma, like you said, God wants to make sure you're straight, right? I couldn't understand that pain. I couldn't fathom the thought. Like I
Hmm.
didn't understand what was happening. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, right then, my mom, the devil, that God did this because you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Not concerned about my mental health, not
yeah.
concerned, I got pregnant again just because I have to have this baby because I want my
Yeah.
mom to love me type vibe.
Mm, yeah.
It didn't work out like that. Like it created a situation to where not only should I have therapy for the death of the child,
Hmm.
but somebody should have talked to me because it affected my parenting with my daughter.
Of course
You
it
know what
will.
I'm saying? Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
People think that you can replace people with people.
No.
I, right, right.
No. No. Never that. That we're
Absolutely.
all special, wonderful individuals. Rising paradise to the child that you that was never able to manifest physically, but every being is so different. You know, so many different qualities, pluses, minuses. Yeah, man, we're all so different. And that's the beauty of humanity and mankind.
Absolutely. It's so crazy. Everybody's born for a reason. And the most amazing thing that you can see out of this whole situation is, when you don't know that you have genetic disorders, and the one child that came and taught me about that so I could save my other daughters. You see what I'm saying? I
Hmm.
found out through the death of my daughter that I had a genetic disorder. It was, I would have never known that. And then all my kids would have passed away if I would have never found out with her. And that's because, I'm not like, your body rejects pregnancy like it's bacteria, like it's a
Of
disease,
course, yes, that's good. It's
you know.
and but people don't know this is people don't know that the woman's body is fighting those little sperms that are trying to, you know, and then once that light spats, and then we've got the fertilizer, your body's still trying to attack that foreign
Right. It's
body.
like a parasite is inside your body and it
Yes.
doesn't know the difference. But in this
Mm.
particular case, when your hormones aren't on track like they're supposed to be, your body naturally goes into what it's supposed to. Mine was pushing the baby out. Like it thinks
Oh,
that it needs to be born now. Like my cervix was thinning. It was doing everything as if I was having a baby, but it would have it at like 20 weeks,
wow.
23 weeks. The baby's only 5 months or 6 months in the stomach
Yeah. Yeah.
you know no, 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 no. So no, I learned from that. Yeah,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
yeah, no, no, no.
With
But
with
yeah, I
the
have
aid of
two healthy
science.
children.
Give
Yes, I have two
thanks.
healthy children, 30 years old and one 13. That's how far the gap is because I had to learn.
Wow. Wow. All praise to the
Absolutely. And
Most
I'm a
High.
grandma.
Yeah, you see it there and the wonders of melanin. Yeah,
That's
no,
what I'm
some
saying.
people will be like, Grandma.
I am. Don't let this fool you. It's just no makeup today, guys. This is the clean face.
Natural. This is it.
Absolutely.
Wonderful, wonderful, man. Listen, you're on the journey, sis. You're definitely on this journey, and you've had some trials and some tribulations very early as well. Very early. Um, and you seem to be in a lot more of a better place now. And this isn't the
I
end.
am.
This isn't the end. This is halfway through the book. We still
I'm
got a
so
lot more to
excited.
go.
I'm excited. Let me tell you something. You go through things to get through them. Just my character. I'm glad that he chose me. That's all I can say. I'm glad that he chose me. Because my thing is, I'm gonna do this shit.
Mm.
I'm gonna do exactly. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna do it. I'm positive about everything, every aspect in my life as a journey. It's not
Yes.
something that stops me from, like, people handicap themselves or sabotage themselves because of something that happened. Oh, when I was this age, this happened to
Yeah.
me. Okay, but I'm this age now. I can't even do anything about that back there. You know.
Please, that is so
Right.
important. It is so important. We as humans and as mankind, we hold on to a traumatic experience and we say we need to protect that and not allow ourselves to be in that situation again because of that. Not saying, well, let me expose myself to other situations, similar situations. I know what happened then, and I know potentially how to navigate through that situation rather than saying, oh no, that woman hurt me. So all I'm going to do is just have casual sex with women, and I'm not going to have a relationship because one woman hurt me. Or let's flip it, a man hurt me, or two men hurt me. So that means I'm never going to deal with men anymore in a relationship standpoint. They're just going to be there as a physical object for me. It's like, come on, people,
First of all,
wake
women
up.
aren't even made that way. We're not even our dynamics are not even like that. Like that's just like to me, I don't understand somebody like, oh, I'm never gonna love anybody like I loved you. You're lying. Have a kid. That's gonna wipe all that out.
Yeah. See, the unconditional love, that
You feel
real
me?
unconditional love. I mean, because
That's
people
what
say
I'm saying.
because when we look at that, let's unpack that on unconditional love, not for your child, for your husband or your wife. So, what does that actually look like? Because there are conditions to that love. Because that
Oh yeah,
wife or
yeah.
that
No, there's
husband,
stipulations.
yeah,
There's stipulations.
exactly.
There
There's
is like no,
rules
no, no.
and
But I'm saying
regulations.
like how people say oh my God, love like love is it's energy. You know what I'm saying? It's not a feeling to
Hmm.
me. I'm just saying it's energy because it's everywhere. Like I had a friend tell me, I'm sorry. Oh, my thing turned off. I had a friend tell me love hurts. I said where? Like your ex, we're ex girlfriends. I'm a girlfriend who set out to make sure you never would be with anybody else after me because you know what I'm saying? So
Mm,
ultimately, like some bitter Betty then came to you and put that energy on you, and now you feel like you can't love nobody else. She did her job. Like, no, I
yes,
learned a lesson from you, and I won't ever deal with anybody else like you.
like
You know what
you.
I'm saying? Instead of
This is
history repeating itself.
totally, totally.
Yeah,
It's I,
absolutely.
I guess, people have to, some people will learn quick, you know, some people will learn very quickly. Other people will be like, let me be kind of insane and try and do exactly the same thing, and let's see if I can get a different result. Let's try it. Rather than, as you say, well, I can see the characteristics, I can see the situations. If I ever come across that again, I know to run the opposite direction.
It sounds good. You the one and you feel like you can fix it. No, he's gonna be different because I'm gonna. No, we don't do that. We want to be toxic.
Mm, yeah. It's interesting. It's interesting, man. Especially now in 2023. I mean, for your 30-year-old child navigating the relationship realms, and I can imagine it. It's tricky. Even for a 20-year-old, a teenager now, like dating.
I got a whole teenager. Oh my God.
You got your hands full, but you've got wisdom.
Man.
You've got some knowledge as well. You've got some understanding in regards to all of those two things. So, you're going to be laying the foundations to raise, well-adjusted young people to enter this plane of
That's what
existence. What are you going
we
to do?
hope.
Well, that's all you can do. Sis, that's all you can
Yeah.
do. You
Yeah,
put
you know
in.
how when your mom or your dad telling you stuff and we just like, no, that was you. It won't happen to me until it
Yeah,
happens to you. And you have to
yeah,
come home and be like, well, I'm in
yeah.
jail. I was driving drunk. And then what happened was, did
Ah, yeah,
I tell you what to drink?
but you see, it's America is very fine orientated. So if you jaywalk, okay, we're gonna give you $100 fine. If you park here, blah blah, we're gonna give you a $200 fine. If you go for it, everything's it's generating money. We just want money. Like
Yeah, you can
any
buy your way
infraction.
out of anything.
This is it. So the lessons aren't necessarily learned per se. Like, all right, it's just
Mm-mm.
200. I
They're
don't want to
they're
give them it.
pacifized.
That's it. That's it. It's part of the game, man. But it's look, this game that we call life. It's
Yes.
wonderful. It's really wonderful. It's terrifying at times. It's interesting. It's like a comedy, a horror, drama, suspense, all rolled into one. But the most important thing that we're driving this thing, we
Yeah.
control. Remember, as you said at the start, what
Yeah.
as a man or as a woman thinketh, so it shall be.
Yep.
So
Everything
like,
is on perception, how you view things.
totally,
You
totally.
know what I'm saying? You view things, you view the world crazy, it's gonna look crazy to you. You know. I just sit back and I'm grateful I made the cut. I woke up this morning. That means I got a chance to go terrorize the world today.
Yeah. No, 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 no. Let's rephrase that. You woke up and you've got another opportunity to try and take the world over, just like the
That's what that is.
pinky.
That's exactly what I mean by that. That's exactly what I mean by that. Like when you know how much of a like how much effort it takes to take over the world every day. You got to go with fearlessness. You see what I'm saying? That's what I mean by that. And let me take that back, guys. I don't mean terrorists like that. I mean you got to be aggressive, be
Yes.
about it. Like I have so much. Like I'm so grateful when I see the sun every day. I'm ready to go take over everything in it. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Hmm.
Not be afraid and just go
Yeah.
do it until
Yes.
hopefully I make it tomorrow.
100%. 100%. So, a question,
Yes.
because it's interesting, and you're an open woman. Um, at what age did you feel that you were gay? Like what at what point did you feel like I'm different, or did it develop later? Like, can you pinpoint a specific situation or a time frame?
You know it's so crazy. Like I used to watch the commercials, and the Northern Tissue Girl, the one that presses the.
I
I used
remember
to
I'm in
be in love
England.
with the little tissue girl, and I used to be
Oh,
thinking to myself like, "Oh my God!" Like, and this is when I was little. But you think maybe it might just be me. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to wait till I was grown enough
mhm.
because the fear.
Of
I knew
course.
the fear of God. I like even me kissing a boy was this like it made me want to throw up in my mouth. Like, but you're doing it because this is
Yeah.
what you're supposed to do.
Supposed to do. Yeah.
You know what
Hmm.
I mean? Like, I felt like it's like as if I'm making myself do something I don't want to do.
Mm,
And it has a lot to do with just I'm attracted to beautiful things, women
yes.
especially.
Hmm.
Just kidding.
Hmm.
I love everything about feminine everything, and I just I don't know when you have to hide that.
Yeah.
I had a
It's
lot of karma.
tricky.
I
Yeah.
had a lot of karma.
Mm, look, I can't even imagine. I cannot imagine being in that situation. I really,
Man,
well, I can, yeah, like, okay, here's a watered down version of it. If you're working in a corporate environment in an office, you're not gonna conduct yourself and be like this. There's gonna be a watered down version of you, isn't there?
well, it's so crazy because what does gay look like? Only reason why you need to know if I'm gay is if we're in the bed together. Other than that, I'm a normal human being walking around looking like a beautiful ass woman who has children. You know what I
Yes.
mean? I look like
Yeah.
society look, but the only reason
Hmm.
why you're gonna know about that is if we're gonna sleep together.
Hmm.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm never gonna just be like, oh, I'm gay.
Yeah. Well, but look, you do have some people who, who want everybody to know. Maybe I guess it's new for them or whatever, like with the public displays of affection. I don't like that personally for anybody, whether you're heterosexual.
No,
I'm not into
at
that
all.
kind of stuff. Holding hands is
Children.
cool. Exactly.
No, I
Exactly.
respect children. I know
Yeah.
how I influence even in my own household. My wife and I, we just it's like we're best friends. You never see us kissing each other because I have a 13-year-old. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? She knows what I am, but she has to assume because you'll never see that. She just knows that
See.
I have a lot of women friends, aunties, sisters. It's better to me that way than a bunch of men running in and out. You know what I'm saying? Like she'll think that that's okay. And when you're I was a single mom, so her dad is not around.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So I know that I'm her greatest influence, so I try to lead by example before anything. And I also try to keep her in the know, because she comes home to me and tells me she has bisexual friends. Well, guess what? You can't be friends with her because as soon as she comes on to you, that's how you're going to be. You're going
You
to
know
be
the
stuck in girl land. You're going to be stuck there. You're never going to want to go back. Like, I need you to understand. No, I
yeah,
don't want you boyfriend, girlfriend, none of that.
not yet. Not yet. We got time. We got time, right?
Yeah, you said no, and no, you can't. No, no, they can't
Mm.
come over. No, we're not doing pronouns. We're not doing any of that. And you're 13. You're a female. You're my daughter, and I'm not gonna let somebody say they, them, that. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
I know. It's way too much, man. Let people get to a adult stage of life, 16, then 18, and then when they're 21, they can say, look, you know what? Yeah, this is me. If I need to have the surgery stuff, let's go for it. If I need to have the pills and all that kind of stuff, then by all means. But we can't allow that. It's horrible. It's abuse, in my opinion. It's abuse.
It's a lot of emotional. You have to be when dealing with a woman. It's just like, some people try to tend to like the labels. It's a lot of layers that comes with this gay thing. Like, first of all, getting past the label itself. The only label you can label me as a female and my mother's daughter. Djour is my name. I can change everything else. You see what I mean? I just
Mm,
try to be. I want her to be. I want her to make the decision for herself, not because, oh, I saw my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like,
mhm.
I want her to be emotionally mature, because it requires that. I
It
want her to
does.
have experiences in life so she can know that she
Mhm.
doesn't want that, not because somebody told her or
Yeah.
introduced you to her.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
understand what I mean?
Yeah. Come to
No, I'm
that
not
decision.
opposed.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, 100%. It's all about in everything, provide all of the information, all of the options, and allow people to make the decision. That's my biggest thing. Don't just give them half of the information, give them the full gambit of information where appropriate, obviously, because we don't give babies solid food. We give them milk initially. So depending on what age, because people will take little ideas about what I'm saying, but ultimately, knowledge is power, right? We can't
Absolutely, and it's
get away from
never
that.
ending.
Yeah. Mm, mm. The more we can impart to people and the more options we can give, the better choices people can make, right? If we're only given two options and there's five options, then we're quite limited, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I just want to have a well-rounded female child. She's already a black woman in the world, so I want her to be valuable to herself.
Hmm.
You understand? So, and as well as to her partner, but I don't want her to be having relationships based on trauma, or being with anyone who have their relationships based on trauma, because it's not fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, say, for example, I had a girlfriend who got raped. Like, really, you're gay because you got raped? Like, how do you think that makes me feel? Like, I'm trying to be sensitive, but I'm like, hey,
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
it's, it's like, so when you decide that you get over that, now I'm a person who's gay for real. So you're gonna leave me? You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like, women
mm,
who have, if you deal with women that are straight, that like men, and you as a gay woman, I love women. I don't have the option unless, unless my girlfriend wants to do that. And then why should I thin myself out? Because that's not what I'm into. You know what
indeed,
I mean?
indeed. Yeah, yeah. A
It's
one
all
ship.
good.
It's a one ship. I mean, don't get me wrong. Within a one ship, a relationship, a marriage, there is
Yeah, a
compromise to a point.
situationship.
Yeah, exactly. This is it.
Yeah, we need
But
to have some type of, like I can have a girlfriend on the side. Like, what's
mm, yeah, yeah. Then what are we looking at? What is it that we actually have if we're talking about girlfriends on the other side and this and that? Like what are we doing here? Like do we put a title
we're
on
being
this thing?
adults. We're being
Mm,
adults. We're going to be honest. That's what we're being. Because find out. Imagine you having a wife and you find out she's gay when she could have just told you, and you could have just worked this whole shit out. Like,
mm,
yes, we can have a girlfriend.
mm, mm,
You
mm,
know what I'm saying? If we're into compromise, like, so I got to compromise not being with women because you want me to. no, that's me negotiating something about myself, and I should be honest and say to you, you know,
Yes, ultimately that, and
because
this
it's
is
not
what it's
gonna work.
about. Yeah, of
It's not
course it
gonna
won't,
work.
because there's just going to be resentment. Ultimately, there's going to be
You feel
resentment.
me?
Yeah, this is it. And so the options are is you either accept and say, okay, well, yeah, we can do that there, or you can say, you know what, I'm not into it. You're gonna have to find somebody else and
Right. I don't want to share. Point blank,
yes.
period. I'm not,
Mhm.
or you have to be in a lifestyle that way. Like, you know how swingers are, or
Yeah,
um, you have to go into that type of a lifestyle and deal with people that are like-minded and are like you. You can't just step out of the box and say, hey, you know, you got to
yeah.
have the box with all the people that, you know, you deal with people who are like you as to, you know, trying to make somebody or transform them into something, because that is resentment. They don't want to, what? Oh, wow.
Totally, totally. Let's switch it up to the modeling elements of
Okay.
your career. How did we get into, did you have you do you do I guess what, fashion modeling, and then you transition to adult modeling, or did you jump straight into the adult stuff?
Well, I've always I did body modeling, like did hand modeling, I did the mouth, my back, feet, you know, I did a lot of different catalog work. First I started with Neiman Marcus. They
Yes.
had a campaign going on, a jeweler used my back. I have tattoos on my back. So he was trying to be
Yes.
innovative. I started off with that, and then I did a bunch of different music videos. In the 90s, I was a video girl. And then I went into
Oh,
dancing. I've been a
slow
dancer.
down, slow down, sis. So you've been in a couple videos and stuff like, so what videos potentially would you
I,
have appeared in?
I was in Tupac's "How Do You Want It."
Oh my God, you see how
I
synchronistic
was
was that? Yeah.
Yes, I was in "Murder Was the Case" with Snoop Dogg. I was in Brandy's "I Want to Be Down." I was
Hmm.
with Blue with Babyface and Pharrell. There she goes.
One
It's
man.
a bunch of different stuff. I've done so many different things. I did something with Lenny Kravitz and Lil Wayne. Um,
You done
it's
the
just
damn
because, you
thing.
know, when you look younger, I look younger than what I am.
Of
You
course, that's
know,
what I
and I'm
said,
trying to
sis.
drag this out.
Yes. 100%. Hey, so I take, so obviously, being in the industry that you are in and being where you are located, you are going to be going to wherever and bumping into this director, this actor, going to this house party or whatever, or this club, and you'll see, oh,
Absolutely. I found
yeah.
myself in situations, honey.
I can only imagine.
I was the one that was strategically putting myself places to make sure I worked in wherever I would run into somebody, because I was managing myself at the time. So yeah, I've had a bunch of dope ass stories with celebrities and doing the most. Like, really? Who don't?
Yes, yes, yes. So what was it like being around the late great Tupac Shakur?
You know what's so crazy is that for me, when I pulled into the video set, he was at the gate welcoming us in. He made me feel like, because you know how you see him, yeah, you do
Yeah.
the ride or die type of, nothing like that. Real laid back, quiet, off to himself. He wasn't being disrespectful. I was just standing there staring, because the whole time I thought he was on some old
Rah
thug
rah
life.
stuff.
He was very intelligent, very soft spoken.
See the Gemini?
Absolutely.
See what I'm saying about them Geminis? Hmm?
I don't know. You know, you guys have these that see that heckle, that Jekyll and Hyde, right?
Yeah.
Right, absolutely.
Yes. Good times,
There's
man.
a
I'll
lot
have
of
to
fun
read
there.
that up. I'll have to read it up to see where I can see you in that video.
I will send them all to you. I will personally
Mm.
send them to you. You can see them.
Yes, 1000. Because I was talking to Dominique Simone a few weeks back, and she was saying how she was supposed to be in that on that video shoot too, but I think she did. Yeah, she ended up doing Baby Faces one instead. Ah, what a shame.
Why
What a
though?
shame.
Like, don't you think? Like, you know what? For me, like it was. I took. I think back then I was more conscious of being explicit because you remember BET After Dark, like the BET
Yes.
Uncut. Yeah, I did
Yes.
a lot of BET Uncut videos. That's where all my shit started at. Like I felt like, oh wow, I got my boobs done. That was the end. They had to be out.
I gotta show
Anything that
them
would make
out.
them be out, I was out because I had no boobs. I wanted it to be in everything see through, uncut, whatever. I just had to show them.
Okay, okay. Yes. I got I can
I'm
see
that
that.
serious. Like what? What?
Yeah, yeah. You're proud, man. Your body proud as well. So I can look, I can
You
peep
know
it.
how flat chested I was. I had these little flat, flip them up, blunt wrap looking baby titties. Like, As soon as I got a little puff, ha!
Look where we at now, sis.
all of a sudden you see this happening instead of
Yes.
just oh
Cha-
shit.
Change the whole dynamic of everything. You can't move
It made
around the
me.
same.
You wouldn't even know that I was a preacher's child because I was acting a damn fool. Like not have
Mm,
went from flat to double D. It was over.
I
It
can
was over.
imagine. I can imagine. I can imagine. Wait, so what was that? Was it fearless experience having your breast augmentation surgery, your first one?
Oh my god, my first one was like.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was so ready. Like really, it's like I've been saving and dreaming about this moment. So when
Okay.
I got them, they were all. You know how when you first get these first pair, you're flat. They were all way over here. I've
Yes,
had
yes.
3 jobs done since I've had them done.
Okay. Have you
Yeah, I had
gone
to have them done
under or over the muscle?
under the muscle. I didn't want the tether ball. You imagine? You know how you see the little ball right here, like no, on the nipples that are like pointed out this way. Not at all. Not me, bro.
You
I'm a nipple queen. I like pretty nipples. I don't like the big pancake areola. Like
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking
you
about.
feel me? I don't like none of that. Don't be, so I'm so like funny about that. I had my doctor take off my whole areola, the nipple, put the bag in, then put it back. Like I don't want the stretch pancake with the Frankenstein little stitches.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh my God, that's some 90s shit that is you talking about right
You feel
there.
me? That wasn't gonna be me. That wasn't gonna be me. I wasn't the 99-cent store boob job lady. I was in there like I need you to make sure I don't have any
Mm,
keloids. I
yeah.
need to be able to
Oh,
feel them.
okay then. So, okay, because you're an original C star, keloid is obviously something that we do. So how are surgeons able to do the work so that doesn't take place?
Well, first of all, you got to pay that money. The next thing you got to do, because I paid $10,000. One thing I did was make sure that the doctor specialized in melanated skin. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times people figure, oh, well, they don't do their research on the doctor. The doctor himself, he did microsurgery on my nipples because I couldn't feel them. Because I had a baby and they were all flat and flipped up and ugly, like breastfed. Really? Like it made them numb. I couldn't feel absolutely anything. So he did a microsurgery. No, really.
I can imagine, sis. I can
Oh,
imagine,
ugly
but
titties. I couldn't believe that shit. I saw him so devastated even to this day. um, yeah, no. He specialized in microsurgery, also in black skin.
Mhm.
He took them off. I had no, I had internal sutures so that I didn't have the Frankenstein little shit.
Ah,
Nobody wants to have that lifted, puffy skin. Don't it make you feel like it's burnt skin?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't want to. I don't even want to touch it. The little grape thing. Like,
Look, I'm just getting woozy just thinking. I'm just picturing all the
you,
surgery and oh no. Whoa. I don't know how y'all do it, man. I don't know how y'all do it.
you just have to warn it. Like, I already know. It's
Yeah,
already
of
been
course.
7 years for these. Every 10 years, we have to get them done, right? So,
Yes.
like, I got to get these done in a little while. So I was all in the mirror, like, so yeah, I want to have this much. I think I need to have more volume. My
Lump them
doctor
up
put
in.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The roll them ups can't never know.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
my doctor actually retired, so now I have to find someone else who believes in not spreading that good old areola and
Okay.
have
Well, I would imagine he's gonna have like or I may be wrong, but he's gonna he should be able to refer you to say, look, I'm winding shop up now, but Dr. Colin over here, you know.
no,
Oh
no,
shit.
no. I'm not that one. You can't just do that to me. We not breaking up.
You will do this surgery.
You would no, no, no. But see, he's old now. So like when he did my this set, he was 70 years old.
Oh shit.
Amazing that he's a sculptor. He specialized in breast augmentation. So that's all he ever did. He didn't do anything else.
He's a
Most of the
master.
time the doctors, I'm sorry.
He's a master at his work then. Just doing that
Yeah.
one thing. Yes, 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 yes,
Yeah, he's
yes.
not the part-time breast augmentation. Oh, also I do BBLs. No, I don't want you to be distracted. I don't want you to be distracted. I
A
want you
jack
to
of all
specialize
trades.
in
Yeah.
titties.
It makes sense. It
Want
says
you-
it makes sense. It makes sense. And trustfully, there's going to be a young woman listening to this who's thinking about doing it and thinking, whoa, wow, that makes a lot of sense. I didn't even think about that. Why not go to someone who specializes in it? Oh, maybe I need to spend an extra 5K. Well, come on. Like, you're gonna
Yeah, you
spend.
want somebody who specializes in
Yeah,
making sure your breasts look good, making sure you don't have a silicone bag. You know what I mean? Like who really more is concerned about how you look fit, because with me, I went in there and I want triple D's. I would have looked like big old cheddar balls pointed out to here.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I wouldn't. That wouldn't be a good look, sis. In proportion with your size and stuff, you've gone goods. You've gone goods.
Right, but see, no, no, no. When you get plastic surgery, you don't care about none of that. You don't care about that. Like when you go to sleep and you've been flat chested as long as I was flat chested, I just
I,
wanted to make sure my boobs were big.
I can imagine. I've always kind of thought, you know, um, women who were flat chested and stuff. I've met a lot of women who were like, really pretty and stuff, and some were quite slim, or some had like they were beautiful kind of stuff, big batty hips, all them kind of thing there. No titty. I'm like, what?
They
Like
either
you should.
flat chested with a fat ass or a fat
Yeah,
ass and no titties. See, no, I wanted
yeah.
to have both. I wanted to
This
be
is it.
3D all the way around.
Yeah, and it's rare, man. It's rare to be able to find a woman who possesses, like, that in certain men's eyes, that prototypical sort of hourglass breast, hair, batty, it's like,
That's really right, right? As long as you don't have no kids. When you have a
ah,
kid, you start off, how all of us say, okay, look, oh, when I was 18, I have my mom's body. But she didn't say, if you have kids, it's gonna you have
yeah.
to watch out for that. She didn't say none of that. She was okay, well, yeah, breastfeed for 6 weeks. Make sure you breastfeed. When you breastfeed and you end up with skinny little baby, roll them up like you about to roll it backwards. Like
Backwards, not even a shirt,
some fucking
backwards.
backwards titties.
I can just picture that shit. Oh man. Yeah,
Right,
but
no, you guys kind of like, the nipple that you gotta find because it's way down at your
oh
waist.
my,
Like you gotta be
this
trying to pick them up, right?
unfold it up and stuff. It's yeah, sis. Some of my brethren may have dealt with situations like that, but I don't know nothing about them thing there. Find the nipple. Let me just roll this. Roll this
Yeah,
titty
you
up a little.
roll them on up. Like you roll them up like you're rolling a joint.
This is it. Sleepy now. Ah. Them are the days, man. Them are the days. Them are the days. But that's what separates boys from men, I guess, right?
Period. No, no, no. Guys don't even care about chasing titties. I care about chasing titties.
You gotta be sophisticated in some senses, you know what I mean?
Well, these days you just want to make sure that they're really girls for real. Because the last thing you want is that surprise.
Look. And this is wrong. It's really wrong, I think. You know, Number one, you've got this contouring stuff going on, you know, and women are they're spending 20, 30 an hour putting makeup on and stuff, false eyelashes, flipping, pumping stuff in their lips and all this stuff. And then they'll go on
Man,
social media and put a filter over it. So then you're talking to this beautiful woman, young lady and stuff, and you jump in the DMs, oh, you're really attractive, and you exchange numbers, and then you actually meet this person and you're like,
and she looked like the predator,
yeah,
all like the fucking like a
yeah,
whole booger wolf, a
yeah,
bed bug.
yeah. A bed bug for real. You're like, wait,
Yeah, walking bed bug.
you're looking at your phone and you're looking at her and you're thinking, what? Is this the same
You
thing?
want
Probably. Catfish. Remember that shit?
man, super cat. I was just no, I had, how you look at the picture, it's like, so when was this picture taken? And they like
Any.
500 pounds right now, and you looking at the picture and she's like 100 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, so how many years ago was this? Oh no, I didn't know.
Yes.
No. That's why I don't do internet. Do the internet dating.
Come on. It's old school. And I get it. I get it. Like, when you're not looking for anything serious, blah, blah, blah. I dig it. I dig it. It's a
It's a
means.
murderer ready to chop your ass up. That's what I think. Like, are
Come
you
on.
kidding me? I'm gonna just
Come on.
invite you because I want some ass. I want some ass. I'm gonna get killed for it. I ain't never seen no dick I'm gonna die for. Like,
Sis,
I'm-
that's wisdom talking right there. That's
you
wisdom
feel
talking.
me? You better go get some toys. Believe me, you can bust a better nut by yourself. I promise.
Come on. It's like the things men and women do for the lower chakra, you know.
Lord, that's why.
Trying to satisfy them kind of areas, like, we get into some
I
real
know.
crazy things, man. Like,
No, I'm not dying for its new.
no.
I don't even
Yeah,
want the
exactly.
trauma of thinking I'm gonna die. That's what they
Yeah.
want to.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, if you serious, like, come on. We got Angela. We got Angela right here, or we got Pamela. Like, come on, they ain't gonna kill you. Shit.
At all. And you could be the most perverted. I'm sure you have a lot of mental movies. I
This
think I
is
have
it.
enough mental movies to be able to watch porn in my brain.
This is the thing. This is the thing, man. Like, come on, man. Let's just turn it down, everybody. Let's turn it down a little notch. And we'll get through the day. We'll get through the day. So, saying on the plastic surgery side,
Yes,
what other bits and have you gone down any other avenues in regards to plastic surgery?
I have. In 2010, I decided I was gonna have I went to go dance in Texas. I've never danced in an urban club before. So like, yes, I had the butt. The butt was out like this, but I had no hips. So pretty much you know what I'm saying? I just look
Yeah,
like a stick with big old booty and
yeah,
titties. Now
yeah.
I just figured, okay, well, let me go get hydrogel. Hydrogel was something that was like how Juvederm is. When I get my lips done, it dissolves after so many months, right?
Hmm.
So my friend took me to this surgery center or this beauty salon type of situation in Texas, and I found out 6 years ago that the person was wee wee. She was like Dr. Death with the needle and doing the illegal injections. I never knew that this doctor wasn't real. Never had any type of nursing, anything. I never knew. I just went because it was referred to me from $1 million friend who
Hmm.
gets these illegal injections. I liked how she looked. So I went, but she never told me they were illegal injections. They were black market. She just told me this is where they do that procedure at, right?
Yeah.
I never knew that she got paid for me coming there.
Oh shit! So you got a referral.
Yeah, she got a referral fee, and it was crazy because I was like injected 30 times. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to think that maybe this is how that goes, right? So I noticed I had these spots on me, these dark spots like bruises. So, or you think they're bruises? I've never had this thing done before, so
Mm.
maybe that's what happens. I had other work done. Um, well, like I said, I found out 6 years later that somebody died from coming there, and they left her body in there overnight. Like the girl who had been going there 3 times, she had injections done, it's her 3rd time. And this particular time was